Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the one simple trick that you can do to have the woman you desire actually chase you. And in fact, it's so rare that almost no men do this. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. It makes you incredibly attractive, and you'll have more women at your disposal than you can shake a stick at. Women will absolutely chase after you and flock to you if you can do this one thing. And I'm just going to cut to the chase. This one thing is the way that you are. The being, like how you reside in this meat suit, this meat popsicle that you're in. You're like, Ed, what does that mean? It means your vibe. It means the way that you operate in your life. It means how your consciousness is settling in this meat suit. Most people are all over the place. They are erratic. They are self-conscious. They're insecure. Deep down, they feel like they don't matter. And in fact, if you can embody this space of deep self-acceptance, you will find that women are chasing that as well. And they will come to you because they want to see that within themselves. They want to see that. They want that validation from you that they can be self-accepted. And so you're like, Ed, how do I do that? Yeah, that's the hard part. You're going to find that every video online, except for this video, is going to talk about the tactics and tricks that you can do and what you can do to try to manipulate her essentially into getting to be with you. You're going to hear stuff like, don't text her so much. Or you're going to hear stuff like, maybe you should, get ripped, or make a bunch of money, or have your purpose in life. If you have your purpose in life, then women will chase you. You shouldn't chase women because you should have a purpose in life. No, you shouldn't chase anything. Yeah, that's right. You shouldn't even chase a purpose. It's your way of being. It's your level of self-acceptance, and then building the game of your life the way that you want it. We have two games in this. We have the future game and we have the present game. And so your way of being, this inner fulfillment, is what she's looking for. If you have this inner fulfillment, you can be the rock, you can lead your family, and you can do everything that is required to have a healthy relationship and to guide yourself properly. It's not an easy target, though. It takes some time. And so in this video, I'm going to go over some tactical maneuvers to help you build out this embodiment of actually resting in your consciousness, resting in your being, resting in this place of self-acceptance and self-love that women find so seductive. And why do they find it so seductive? Because they're chasing it themselves. And you are the beacon, the example of how to do this. And when she's with you, she feels like there's something intangible that she doesn't know what that is. But at the same time, she can't grasp it because you don't give it away freely. You just reside exactly where you're at. She will use you as an example on how to get it for herself. My name is Ed Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. I've coached thousands of men. Tens of thousands of men have come through my doors in one form or another. I've had over 3,000 guys come through the Betrayed to Badass program. And that's what we do. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your children. So, that's pretty high level. Ed, how do I bring that shit back down to earth? Okay, cool. Let's get a little more tactical on some practical steps you can do to start cultivating this sense of being, the sense of being powerful within yourself, the sense of inner fulfillment. And from this place, we call that guy a soul seducer. So here's the first step that you can do. We have to have the power of detachment. In other words, everybody's grasping for all these external things. They look for these external things to fulfill them internally. The problem is that fulfillment comes from within. It doesn't come from external sources. And so we have to learn to detach from these things, detach from outcomes. And so what ends up happening is we end up over-investing in things. We over-invest in money. We over-invest in our purpose. We over-invest in the love of a woman, thinking that that's going to make us filled up. We over-invest in notoriety or popularity. We over-invest in all kinds of things externally, but we don't invest in our own self. And so because we're so over-invested in the validation of her, in other words, if she likes me, then I must be likable. Therefore, I then give myself permission to like myself. That's all a neediness right there. That is the definition of neediness. I need her to approve of me because I can't approve of myself. If she approves of me, then I give myself permission to like me. And so we don't need her to give yourself permission to like you. You already know that. And so that's the first step. Stop over-investing in other people. And if it's in a relationship, you will see that you will be over-investing in her. Let me do things for you. Let me be something for you. Let me do all these things for you so that you see how great I am. Therefore, you will like me so that I can then like myself. And this is what these guys that over-invest in such a manner, this is what comes off as creepy. And my wife, when I had this going on, I still had this going on a little bit when we were dating. And so she said, you want something, but it's not me. And I'm like, no, I think it's you. She's like, no, you want something, but it's not me. And she was absolutely right. I was chasing validation. I wasn't chasing after the woman. I wasn't connecting to the woman inside. And so this is what women find creepy. It's like, he's just totally overinvested in me. He doesn't even know me, and he's already like all up in my business. And then he's texting me all the time. What's really happening here is every text that you make isn't trying to see how she's doing. It's this cry of, hey, do you still like me? You're like, hey, good night. Hope you got home safe. Dude, you didn't just say that. You said, hey, do you still like me? You didn't say it with the text, but you said it with the energy. And so she's like, oh, he needs more reassurance. And she doesn't know what that is. She's like, why did he text me so fast? Man, he just texted me as soon as I text him. She's like, he's trying to pull from me. He's trying to leech off of me. He's trying to leech validation from me. And that's not the place that she wants to be. It's needy. And so you're looking for her to validate you. In that place of validation, there is no space for love. That's not an equal partner to her. She's not seeing you as a strong, powerful man if you're leeching energy off of her in the form of validation. She's just seeing a guy who needs his mommy to tell him that she loves him. And so when you approach women in this way, that's what you're doing. Make no mistake. And two, you throw everything on the table. In other words, guys will say this all the time. He'll meet a woman, he'll go on a date with her, and he's like, yeah, I'm an open book. Wearing my emotions on my sleeve. Yeah, because you have to share everything because you're trying to impress somebody. You're trying to share everything because you need them to talk back to you for that validation. The whole game of the mysterious dark stranger that the woman is interested in goes away because, well, he just shares everything because, again, it's this game of approval seeking, of needing. It's that person who's like, I got to tell this person the story so that they'll like me. I got to tell them about this other thing so they'll like me. I got to show them how much money I have so they'll like me. It's all this game of I just don't matter. Inner fulfillment, being a soul seducer, means that you matter. Like, you fucking matter. And you know it in your soul. And you can be comfortable in your own skin. And so when you aren't being this way, you're pulling on the women around you. And so you cannot have healthy relationships with this going on. What you're doing is you're asking her, without actually asking her, to go into a codependent relationship with you, which is, I need you to validate me so that I feel like I'm worthwhile. So the second part of this is you want to make her feel desired, but not overwhelmed. And the way that she feels overwhelmed is because you keep pushing stuff on her, pushing stuff on her, pushing stuff on her, like compliments. So compliment her sparingly. Okay, why would we do this? We're not manipulating her. We're not trying to be like the pickup artist and say, you got a nigger, dude, make her feel bad about herself so that she needs to validate herself with you. No. When I say compliment sparingly, what I'm saying is stop complimenting so much that you're trying to get her to like you. A compliment should come as an expression of how you're feeling in the moment, regardless of the response that you're going to get. If you can say a compliment that way, it'll be received exactly how you want it to, which is she'll lighten up because it's a genuine compliment. You're not looking for anything from her because you don't need anything from her. So if you say, hey, beautiful, I find you absolutely fucking beautiful. It's a one-sided thing. I'm not trying to get anything from her. She's feeling that directly from you. And it's a gift. It's a gift. It's not something you're trying to pull. Always these guys are doing this thing of, I do something for her, but really I'm looking for something else. And everything he does is some sort of a manipulative tactic. He's being nice just to get something from her, namely validation. Validation in the form of sex. And let her initiate sometimes. That's right, let her initiate. Most guys, they just latch onto her. I want a kiss, I gotta get her to kiss me, so I gotta go in for the kiss. Oh, I want sex, I haven't had sex in a couple days, I need to go after her for sex. Hey, gimme. And so what he ends up doing, he starts orchestrating all kinds of things in order to get her into space where she'll be able to give it up instead of having this connection. Like, intimacy is born through connection. Like, true intimacy is born through connection. And the guys who are out there, I want to go pick up a woman. How about you just connect with her? How about you see her having a human experience as a human being? And then from that place, your sexual energy can then naturally start to emerge, as long as you're dialed into what that is. You haven't suppressed it because you're afraid to express it. And so in this place is, let her initiate. If she likes you, she will come to you. In my experience, a man who could be a soul seducer, a man who could stay calm and centered in his being and love himself, women chase. And they chase a lot because they want what he's got. They want that inner peace. They want that love. They want to feel like they're in a safe place of somebody who's not trying to grab something from her. And so when you're in this place, you don't have to worry about women coming after you. One, the irony is it doesn't matter to you so much anymore. But also, the other irony is even though it doesn't matter to you so much anymore, you get a lot of it, which is pretty cool. So then it's like you win on both sides. And so we're going to keep going down. I'm going to give you a few more tips on this. Like, how can you interact with her and why the way you interact with her really is just leading to your lack of inner fulfillment. And so you want to lead the interaction as well. Guys are afraid to lead the interaction. He doesn't know how to lead the interaction because he doesn't know what he wants. And he doesn't know what he wants because he wants what she wants. And so he can't lead the interaction because he has to figure out what she wants so he can go do what she wants so she'll like him. And you can see that he gives up all his power. He's trying to do what she wants. He can't take her on a journey. He can't take her on an adventure because he's trying to do what she wants. She's not with you to do what she wants. She's with you to do something new and interesting, exciting she's never fucking done before. That's what an adventure is. But if you can't tap into what you truly desire, if you can't tap into what you want and you don't know what you want in your life, you're not going to be able to lead her on adventures because you won't know where you want to go. Because your life is defined by all the people that you're trying to please all the time. And so you're going to find that every single problem in relationship is due to your own inner or lack of inner fulfillment. Your own desire to matter in the world, to feel like you are lovable under God. And because you are lovable under God, you are intrinsically valuable. We're all trying to find this. And this all comes out in our relationships. As you're going to find, as I keep talking about these tactics, it all comes down to this one thing. When I'm dealing with a guy who's been cheated on or his marriage has fallen apart, the first thing I do is I tell him, stop chasing her. Stop trying to get her to have a conversation with you. Stop trying to go after affection. Stop trying to have these conversations. Stop leaning into her. Just stand still, dude. Just stand still. You should be still in yourself. And he's like, he can't. He's like, I got to fix it. I got to get her back, which is all just saying, I need her to come back because I'm not validated, because I must be a piece of crap because my marriage fell apart, because I must not be worthwhile because I didn't do such and such, insert the blank. And this is why the woman doesn't want to come back, because she's like, he's coming after me. He wants to fix the marriage, but he's not fixing the fundamental problem, which is he needs to fix himself. He needs to get good with himself and become a strong guy within himself. He's strong within his being. But he's not. So she feels that he's coming after her just so that he'll feel better. Just like my wife said when we were first dating, you want something, but it's not me. And she's right. It was the validation. And when she said that, I said, holy shit. Thank you for highlighting that. I'm going to go work on that right now. And then I did. And then we got married. And so being able to demonstrate self-love means taking care of yourself. And the easiest way to take care of yourself is take care of your body. What are you eating? Are you working out? And the thing is, the body doesn't want to work out. The body wants to eat crap. Just like your ego wants to go chase after women. So the thing is, if you actually love yourself, you're going to do the things that don't necessarily feel good. You're going to do the things that actually generate love for yourself, which is discipline and doing your habits that you're supposed to be doing. So staying in shape helps. Staying in shape helps you not only mentally, but it helps you demonstrate physically in the real world that you have some sort of personal power. When she sees a guy with a muscular physique, she's seeing personal power. She's seeing discipline. And those are very seductive to women because that means that you care about yourself on some level. Even if you're just working out just to get women to look at you, on some level there is a deep desire to care about yourself. And it's not just that. Part of this is you need to build your own value. You should prioritize your purpose, not her. Most guys think that if I get that woman, I will have won at life. If I find my soulmate, I will have gotten everything I need, and then everything else will be cool. Well, the problem is that you're looking for this woman to give you the fulfillment once again. And so what we do is we play a little trick. How about you prioritize your purpose so that you're not leaning on her? That way, at least if you're going towards your purpose, maybe somewhere along the line of going towards your purpose, you'll stumble upon this game of self-fulfillment, this game of inner joy, this game of inner love, this game of I don't need validation from any external source. Hopefully you'll stumble upon it. This is what these guys don't tell you. Just go find your purpose and you'll be great. Yeah, but you're chasing an external vehicle. So the game doesn't work. It'll work for a bit because you're not pointing at her, but at the same time, that's still going to be there because you're still chasing after external things. So you have to eliminate all of them. Mastering your confidence. You know, I like to say that confidence is born out of competence, and competence is born out of practice. And practice comes from doing it over and over and over again. And so when you have this deep inner fulfillment, you don't have problems like slouchy posture or fidgety behavior. You calm down, you become grounded, you become centered, you can easily maintain eye contact, you can speak strongly, you can evoke your truth in the world. People will listen to you because you have certainty and power and conviction in who you are as a person. And so it's like, just be confident. Confidence means just that, being secure in who you are. And the last one is kind of a catch-all, but it means create the life she wants to be a part of. Not any particular woman, but create a life that a woman would want to be a part of. And in fact, most of that's just handled by you creating a life that you want to be a part of. Your relationship with the feminine is your relationship with yourself, 100%. And you hear me talk about this all through this video. It's this one secret that everybody wants to gloss over because it is a hard one. It is the one that actually takes the work. It's the thing that you have to go within in order to fix. And so that's why I'm here. That's why I do these videos, because I teach men how to do this. This is the one thing I teach men how to do, which is the foundational principle of genuine attraction is be unapologetically yourself with heart and humility. Everything shakes out from there. Now, there's a lot of other things, but this is a foundational principle. That's why our tribe is so fucking tight. Because we've got a bunch of guys who just love on each other in the way that people should love on each other, through being self-actualized, through inner fulfillment. You don't have to pull on somebody. You don't need somebody to save you. You don't need to try to lean on somebody in order to make yourself feel better. So you have a whole bunch of people acting like this where they're not pulling on each other, relationships are easy. There are no conflicts at GA. There are no rebellions. There are no guys yelling at me, telling me they need a refund and shit like that. It doesn't happen because we take care of each other. And when that does happen, we have a conversation with them and we see if we can pivot it around in the way that a magnanimous person should. And so nothing's ever perfect, but we endeavor to be as perfect as possible. And so if you want to learn how to be this guy and you want to do it quickly, in the shortest time frame possible, Soul Seducer is the program for you. It'll teach you how to soul seduce her. If you want to learn about the Soul Seducer program, click the link in the description below. It will absolutely revolutionize and transform your life. And tomorrow, in this studio space, we're going to have 15 more men that are going to join me here, and we're going to have a great 2 days getting clear on the Savage Producer Intensive, where we're going to get clear on their maps and their targets for 2025. So this game goes on beyond just the game of attraction and relationships. It goes into the game of having it all in life. If you want to be a part of that, go ahead and join Soul Seducer now.